guys, Mr. Skull back with another video, and today we're going to be playing Astroneer Episode 2. So in this video, we're going to be making some platforms, making some research chambers and other things, and I'll go into depth with what those are and what we use them for. But hey guys, enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like.
I didn't even know I had resistance to all my gun. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just put that on there. And we will make another platform after this. Now it's probably pretty confusing right now for you guys, but don't worry about it. I'm just gonna explain real quick what's going on, what that whole clip speed up was, what was I doing, and things like that. So first we're gonna get this platform set up, and what I'm gonna do with this platform is I'm going to hook it up to the power supply. Right? Let's move this up a little bit more. About that should be fine. Okay. So then we're going to hook up the second platform, and this second platform we're not actually going to do with anything with it yet, like keeping it until we can get the second thing that we're going to put on this. So we're just going to hook it up, just to say that we have it for now, right? Let's actually hook. I just wanted to rotate it so that the arrows are facing the same way, and then we can hook it back up. There we go. Now we have the research chamber. Now this is going to be what's going on in the platform, right? So this is what the research items are going to be going into. So there we go. Now we have the research chamber. We're going to pop that in there. And we're going to start. So this requires power, but it produces 13 bytes a minute, and it has a total of 563 bytes, right? So it's just going to keep producing bytes. Now, this RTG generator, it's called an RTG, you can actually make them late game produce power, but it doesn't produce that much power. And this is a small RTG. It doesn't produce very much. It produces like 2 or 3 power. Now, the bigger RTGs produce like 8 power, which is a lot of power for an RTG, and they don't require any fuel. So, but they're very expensive to make. They cost so much. It literally costs like everything. Oh my gosh, it's crazy expensive. Anyway, so we have we're in need of power, right? You guys see how we're only making 13 bytes a minute. We need a lot more bytes. I mean, let's go over here. Let's look at the shuttles. Okay, the buggy is 1,500 bytes, and we only have 500. Just the small buggy alone. The medium rover is 3,750. Let's go to the large parts. The large rover is 5,000 bytes. Small rover is 1,500. Medium rover is 3,700, and the large shuttle is 5,000 bytes. So if you wanted to get the large shuttle and the large rover, it's 10,000 bytes. That's crazy. Everything combined, it would probably be around 100,000 bytes to get everything in here. That's crazy expensive. We can't afford that. So we're gonna get the next thing that we need. You gotta do one thing at a time. You get the next thing that you need. Which I need. I'm looking for it right now. Actually, I need the smelter. If I can find it. We're looking. I'm not seeing it. Where's it at? Power cells. It could be in here. There it is. I was just totally like flying past it. Didn't even see it. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna make a smelting furnace. I think it requires some compound. So we're gonna grab some compound real quick. Okay. Now, since we're gonna be running the printer and running the research chamber at the same time, it's drawing too much power. So you see how it's gone down to 6.4, and the line has gotten thinner. The more power, the more yellow the line gets. It'll get thicker. You guys saw how. Like let's stop this real quick. And the line gets bigger. The yellow line gets bigger. That's because that shows how much power is going around. That red beeping thing right there, the red beeping means that there's not enough power around the base. You see there's red beeping around each of the points. That means there's not enough power to go around the base right now. So it's short on power. That's what it'll do. So I need to start producing more power. And the easiest way to do that is probably, I'd say solar panels on this planet and wind turbines, both. We need both of them because this planet has medium wind and medium solar power. So it's both pretty much. So you don't just have really good solar or really good wind like other planets. It's both because it's a starter planet. So I need actually to hook up my tethers to this one right here. Oh, oops! I didn't even see there was a rock there. Kind of just blended in. Malachite over there that we saw, and the reason why we needed that smelter is to turn that malachite into copper, which you need to make solar panels, right? Produce more power. So the more power you have, the more you can produce, the more resources you get. Also, using your drill costs power. Costs a little bit of power each time you mine. So in order to mine resources, you need power. In order to turn them into more resources, you need power. In order to make things, you need power. That's why you guys are starting to understand how much power exactly you need. That's crazy. So anytime you see rock with these like lines on them, it's tougher rock. And if you don't have a drill bit on, which we don't even have a drill bit because we don't have it researched, it takes a lot longer to mine. It's a lot slower. So this is regular, this is rock, and then this is regular, right? It's a lot slower. So if you get a drill bit, it'll mine the same speed. But I don't have a drill bit, and it costs bytes to unlock, and it also costs, like I think zinc, which we don't have any right now. We have sphalerite, but we don't have any zinc right now. We'd have to smelt it. I don't even know if I can get it right now. So it's a pain, pretty much, is what I'm saying, to mine malachite. But we need it because it produces power. So it's in the beginning of the game, the startup, it sucks, right? You don't know where. Whenever you start this game, you don't know where things are. You don't know where things spawn. You're like, where's malachite? What am I gonna do for power? You can make small generators out of compound and power them with organic. You can use organic to power the generators, or you can make a self-sufficient way of getting power like solar panels and wind turbines. I don't like making small generators because they burn me through all of my organic producing power, and they don't even produce that much power. They produce a little bit because they're just cheap, right? It's just a little bit of power, so they don't produce enough for my needs. So that's why I've got like almost 4 malachite. That's not bad. That'll be a couple solar panels. I just need to look for some more. Now there are bigger solar panels. There's a medium solar panel, but it costs a lot more. Small solar panels only cost 1 copper, whereas medium solar panels cost 1 copper, 1 glass. But they also cost like 3,000 bytes, and they produce a lot more power. I think medium solar panels produce like 4 power, or like 5, and small solar panels produce 1 power. Or yeah, small solar panels produce 1 power. Big solar panels produce 4 power. But the reason why everyone gets medium solar panels is because they produce 4 power but only cost 1 copper. Whereas the solar panels for the small ones, it would cost 4 copper to produce 4 power. The mediums, it would cost 1 copper to produce 4 power. But you need glass, and you also need 3,000 bytes, and we are not even close to 3,000 bytes. So this will be a simple fix for now. And I don't even think I have the solar panels unlocked. I'm pretty sure I have to research them. I'll just go looking for some bytes real quick. It won't be that hard to get a few. That's the wrong spot. It should be right. Where is it at? There it is. 500 bytes. We have 331 right now. So let's go ahead and just for right now, in order to get some power, we're going to burn some organic because this is going to take forever. Oh, we have 62 bytes now. We're producing more power. That's good. Alright, there we go. We aren't actually producing more power. It's the base. Sometimes it depends on the weather. Okay, so weather, different weather affects the generator, I guess. And what the? Oh, it stopped because I took power away from it. Anyway, it just depends on the day, I think, for the generator to understand why the bytes are going up and down. But or I'm sorry, the resource chamber will draw a certain amount of power. But there we go. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to drop this generator, and we're going to power. You guys can see how it just jumped up. It doubled the bytes per minute. So that's great. So it's estimated 3 minutes now instead of 7 minutes to finish 400 bytes. So now we're producing some. Look at that. We've already jumped up 100 bytes just from one small generator. That's it's great, really. That's a great start right there. So you guys can see small solar panels, and you can see small wind turbine, glass. It costs one. I was wrong actually. One small wind turbine costs one in glass, and a small solar panel costs one copper. So glass is really easy to get. It's just quartz, and you saw how much quartz was down there. Quartz is crazy easy to get. So it's just pretty much free power. But the problem with wind turbines is that they will only produce power whenever wind is coming. And there's a giant mountain right there. So I'd have to put my wind turbines at the top of that mountain so that the wind will hit it from all directions. You see how the wind's coming from that way to this way? It's going to the left. Well, if the wind goes from the left to the right, opposite directions, then it's just going to hit the mountain. Well, the wind just shifted directions because it was coming straight from here, but now it's coming straight from here. The wind shifts directions. So if it's coming from the left, it won't even hit the mountain, or it'll just hit the mountain and it won't hit my turbine. So if top of the mountain, then it'll produce power. But the problem with that is I need extender to extend like the cables, which I have right here. But they don't go very far. They'll only go one pack of extenders will probably only go to about here, which isn't very far. So I would need like 10 packs of extenders, which is crazy expensive. I think one pack of extenders is 500 bytes, and then one copper or one zinc or something like that. I think it's one copper. Each one is one copper, which is expensive since we only got four. That's not very much. All right, small solar. There we go. Wind also something about wind is that wind turbines only produce the small ones only produce five, whereas the solar panels produce one. But the solar panels will only work during daytime. You guys get that right? It's simple, self-explanatory. So that's what sucks about wind turbines is they have less power and they. But what's great about wind turbines is some planets have high wind but low sun, like so low solar. So that's whenever they produce a lot more. And if you have a lot of solar wind turbines, like if you have like 10 or so, they produce 5 power, and that's a lot of power. All right, so you should be almost done with the copper. Oh, that's why we're not producing any more energy out of um, that turbine right there, or that generator. So what the thing is that you can and batteries will actually store power, and then whenever there's more power being drawn than there is being produced, it'll start drawing power from the batteries, which is great because you want them to do that. But batteries are expensive; they cost lithium. Lithium is very hard to get. In order to get lithium, you have to make a space shuttle, which we saw just to get a small space shuttle is 17 or 1500 bytes. To get a booster, it's another 500 to 1,000 bytes, and and then also in order to get to that planet, you just have to produce a bunch. So I think in total it would cost probably 2,500 bytes in order to get to a planet where there would be lithium, and then I would have to keep making boosters constantly, and that's expensive. It costs one lithium, not one lithium, but one aluminum, one ammonium, and that's where ammonium comes in. And that's for one trip. You get one trip to the planet and one trip back, and then you have to make a new booster. So they suck. So it's crazy, crazy expensive, you know, just to get lithium. And then you have to research the small battery or the medium battery. I think the small batteries are 2,000 bytes. Let's check. Let's check real quick. Small battery. They should be with the same category, same row as the what are they called? The turbines and stuff. Actually, power cells are here. So this is if you guys see right here these like sections that I'm choosing between. This is small, medium, large, and then this extra large is what they have. So this is medium. So the battery should be in medium right here. Switch splitter, medium generator, medium solar panel, medium wind turbine, and medium battery right here. Right. So the medium battery is 3,750 bytes. You need zinc and lithium, but it holds a lot of power. I think the small battery should be in this category. Let's look for it real quick. Right here. Oh, I just totally missed it. 2,000 bytes in one lithium. So you see a pattern where the smaller things, like the small generators and the small batteries, cost more for less. So it stores 32 power, produces 1 power. That means whenever you draw power from it, it produces 1 power. Whereas the medium, where is it at? Whereas the medium holds 256 and produces 3 power for 1 lithium. The only difference is one costs double the bytes and 1 more zinc, but you get like triple the amount of power and triple the amount of power. It's crazy. So you don't ever want to buy the small battery or the small solar because they're garbage. But the thing is, you can get a scrapper and you can scrap the solar panel and batteries down and get your resources back. So if I just paid 1 copper for this, I can get 1 copper back out of it. So it's not a complete waste. For right now, this is going to help me out. If I could these solar panels, I would just run straight off of organic and small generators. But now that I know I can get my power, my copper back out of this, that's what makes it good. That's what makes it worthwhile. So that's why I'm using these, is because it's going to provide energy, which is what I really need right now. So we've got 24 bytes. That's not bad. All right. I think we have one more. Yes, we have one more copper we can use to make this. There we go. Now we can hook that up right there, and that's producing. Does this only produce 0.5? I guess it only produces 0.5. I really thought the small solars produced 1. Anyway, it goes to show you that it would take 10 small solar panels to. So you see, this produces 0.5. Oh, these both produces 0.5 power, but it costs 1 copper. You come over here to. Produces 2 power. I guess it produces less power than I thought, but it costs less copper. It costs 4 of them, 4 smalls, 4 copper, to equal 1 medium solar panel. So I got the numbers right for how much copper it would cost to equal out a medium solar panel. It's just I thought it was 1 and 4. It's 0.5 and 2. So same numbers, just less. I thought it was 4 power. Produces 2. So it's hard to get power in this game. That's the point. The power while active. This draws. What does this draw? 2 power while active. So the RTG right here produces. It won't even show me how much it produces. This produces 2 power while active. So I'm producing 1.5 power from solar panels, which is great. So not bad. Plus the generator, I'm probably producing 3-4 power whenever it's daytime. Oh, so whenever it's daytime, I'll be getting a lot of research. Whenever it's nighttime, like I said, it's going to be 12 bytes per minute, 7 minutes to finish this up. That's crazy. Yeah, it's going to be a rough start. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I really kind of thoroughly explained and showed you guys what this game is about and the fun that you can have and kind of the fundamentals of it. I'm going to be playing a lot more next video and not describing as much. Let's get like 5 likes if we can do another video for this. I mean, I'd really enjoy doing another video for Astroneer. And I'll do a lot less talking and a lot more just playing and not really explaining everything. I just kind of wanted to show you guys kind of what the game is like and kind of just play through it and explain a lot. So we didn't get too much done today in the hour that we recorded this video. but we got a decent amount done. We got research items. We got a power source. We've got a smelter. We've got malachite. I mean, we didn't do too bad. So I'll see you guys in the next video.